Hey everybody, Zach here. Welcome back to the channel, and we're going to talk about the recap from the B-Word event. So the Bitcoin event happened yesterday where Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, Cathie Wood and company hosted a virtual event, the first of many events, to try to persuade institutions to invest into Bitcoin. And what I want to do in this video is just kind of give you the three major takeaways from that event so you don't have to go back and rewatch it, just to kind of encapsulate everything that was said in that video. And really we're going to focus on Elon Musk's holdings because I thought that was the most interesting aspect of the entire event. And again, I think this is kind of just scratching the surface of where this event will go in the future. This is the first of many. I think this was kind of a trial run, but let's just hop into it here. So the B-Word, a virtual conference co-hosted by Wood's investment firm, which is ARK Invest, and Dorsey's fintech giant, as well as the crypto investment firm Paradigm. Of course, Dorsey owns Twitter and Square, two very popular and successful companies. Here were the major takeaways here. So Tesla made waves earlier this year, as we know, adding 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin on its balance sheet. And we also learned that SpaceX, another company owned by Musk, also owns Bitcoin. Now, SpaceX right now is a privately traded company, meaning retail investors can't invest into it, only private investors. So additionally, though, Musk disclosed his personal holdings. So he owns Bitcoin, obviously, in the two companies, Tesla and SpaceX. Now, it sounds like he actually owns Bitcoin in his personal portfolio as well. But how about this? He owns Ethereum and Dogecoin. He did come out and say that he owns Dogecoin and Ethereum as well. Of course, Dogecoin, the meme coin whose popularity and price he helped spike here in 2021. He does have that in his portfolio, so that was pretty interesting. What does that mean for the future of Dogecoin and Ethereum? We could take a look at some of the price points here. So Dogecoin did rise up from 16 cents, got all the way up to 20 cents on this news. As we've seen before, his tweets, his messages about Dogecoin definitely influences and impacts the price, at least in the short term. Right now, we're back consolidating right here at the 18.9 level. In terms of Ethereum, we'll take a look at any run-up that may have had. So it had a little bit of a run-up as well, 17.28 before he stated anything regarding that he holds it. We have seen a nice little run-up here. It did get up over 2,000 here momentarily. And for Bitcoin, same could be said. Saw a nice little run-up as well. Got up over 32,000. Before the B-Word event, Bitcoin was down below 30,000. I thought it would run up a little bit more, to be honest. I thought it would run up to about 34,000, 35,000. We didn't get up that high. We did get up to about 32.3 on the news yesterday, but nothing was really said outside of Elon saying that he holds some Dogecoin, holds some Ethereum, and also that SpaceX, his privately owned company, also owns some Bitcoin. So we'll take a look at one other major takeaway here. So this is something that came up quite a bit and has been in the news for a long time. Bitcoin's energy use, right? This is where they've had the big pullback. A lot of it has to do with what Musk has said about it. So Bitcoin has faced ample scrutiny lately for the huge amounts of energy required to mine the cryptocurrency. The major factor in Tesla's decision to actually stop accepting Bitcoin for the time being earlier this year. Musk, though, reiterated that his automaker would begin accepting Bitcoin again as long as miners start relying more on cleaner energy sources, and noted that a positive trend is happening and we're moving in the right direction with that because a lot of the mining is moving away from China and it's going back into the United States where they have future plans to make it more energy efficient. So he added that once he could establish that the percentage of Bitcoin's renewable energy usage is, quote, most likely at or above 50%, he said then Tesla would resume accepting Bitcoin. So something else that wasn't addressed in this particular event, but something we're waiting on, is Apple also adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. That has been a rumor now for a long time. They could be adding $2.5 billion worth, which would be $1 billion more than Tesla has added to their balance sheet. So we'll continue to keep our eye on the news for anything regarding Apple or any other big companies adding Bitcoin to the balance sheet. And I think there will be a trickle-down effect here. I think larger companies, as they watch more events hosted by Elon and Dorsey and and Cathie Wood and company, they will start to add Bitcoin. I think it's just inevitable. It is the top asset right now at 46% of the overall market. I think big companies who are already doing this, like MicroStrategy, like Tesla, they will be examples for many companies in the future. In terms of Cathie Wood, she believes that Bitcoin will be much more environmentally friendly, certainly than traditional gold mining or the traditional financial services sector. Cathie Wood has been very, very bullish on Bitcoin for a long time. She has stated that she believes it will overtake gold in market capitalization. Right now, gold is a $10 trillion market cap, 10 trillion with a T. Bitcoin has got up to 1 trillion in its existence at its all-time highs. However, as many people tend to believe, Bitcoin is not yet done moving up. And eventually, it will become a higher market cap than gold. I believe, and that's just my opinion. I think a lot of people share that sentiment as well. But she went on to say she thinks Bitcoin has much to offer in the social and governance aspects of ESG, the former by providing financially underserved people with access to payment technology everywhere around the world without friction. We're seeing that in El Salvador. El Salvador has made Bitcoin a legal tender. What does that mean? Well, now people in El Salvador can pay with US dollar or Bitcoin. They have the choice. I think we're going to see that become more and more common in countries where they have lower economic revenue coming in, and obviously countries that are not as well off as the United States, places like countries in Europe as well. It makes sense, right? It makes sense because it allows people to have options in how they pay for various assets. All right, so went down here, and then one last thing here, which is an interesting takeaway as well, as it relates to Jack Dorsey. So Elon had a nice little back and forth with Dorsey, talking about would Twitter ever accept crypto payments on the platform. And Dorsey kind of went around the park a little bit, didn't really answer it. Musk kind of pushed back on it again, and he doubled down and asked the Twitter CEO if he's going to do it, to the amusement of others on the panel, except for Dorsey, who shrugged off the question with a nonplussed expression. So who knows if that'll come to fruition. I think it'll be probably somewhere down the line. Eventually, I think a lot of the internet spending will happen in crypto or some form of cryptocurrency, but that's probably a little ways away. All right, so one last thing before we get out of here. Go check out our private Discord, private Patreon group. Linking that down in the description, showing it to you right here on screen. We've got the supporter level, insider level, $10 per month gets you general access to me, which is just direct messaging, as well as the Discord access, where you're going to be inside all the things we're looking at before we buy various assets and new cryptos. Or you can go with $20 per month, which is you're going to get buy and sell trade alerts. You're going to know exactly when I'm buying, when I'm selling, as well as access to our portfolio, our shared portfolio that we build together. So if you got some value, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you in the next video.